9. I mean, he gets that thing fully extended with a flip of the wrist over the outstretched arms.
Huge height advantage again for Nick Richards when it comes to Fulkerson on him. Emmanuel quickly's moved to the top of the SEC Player of the Year race. He's in number 5. Hagans the drive, contact, gets the layup to go. It's one of the things they want. And Maxey causing some problems for Tennessee. Vescovi nowhere to go, and he turned it right over. Here's Hagans. Blocked from behind. They're going to get a foul on Gaines. Deion Brooks on the floor as Coach Calipari continues trying to find the right combination tonight. Hagans walks through and lays it up and in.
Absolutely outworking everybody on the floor in this game is John Fulkerson.
That ball tipped up and in.
Terrific turning it up and getting in the lane and not doing that. A little zone look right now. Matchup. A lot of pointing.
Raph, in the first meeting between these two teams, an Auburn win, Kentucky was minus 14 in the rebounding department. Hagans. Okoro. Nice strip to the ball by Hagans and a steal. He averages 2 per game. Hagans to the rim.
Taken in by Quentin Jackson. That is a dandy of a start for Texas A&M. All right, we told you about Richards and quickly. Tyrese Maxey, Ashton Hagans, who's turned the ball over a little bit more than John Calipari would like. Although he is still a lockdown defender and one of many point guard types on this Kentucky roster.
Jason, this is an A&M defense that's going to overload the ball side of the floor. Now he's got fouled off that action, and Buzz Williams will have to think about, do I continue to press Kentucky?
I was going to say, what do?
You call your press off and get your half-court defense. Oh, my God!
Right down the bullet for the 21st, but another needless Kentucky turnover, and that hit-ahead's intercepted back. It is a 4-on-1, and nobody finished the deal until now.
Se le entrega.
Aquí está Blackshear Jr. Intentaba jugar con Omar Payne, la acaba perdiendo, recupera Sestina. Y el rompimiento con Hagans, se va a meter Hagans, intentaba hacerlo, la colada, 2 puntos. Aquí está este jugador el que ya hacíamos referencia, Blackshear Jr. Todavía Keontae Johnson, recupera el equipo de Kentucky, amaga Hagans, otra vez Quickly, decide aguantar, ya se armó, ya se ordenó el equipo de los Lagartos de Florida. Tiene que esperar ahora. Finalmente la jugada se ponía ahí para bloquear Sestina y después solito le abren un hueco espectacular. Y después el intento de Denver. Otra vez Blackshear Jr. Blackshear falla. Acaba recuperando Keon Brooks para el equipo de Kentucky. Rompimiento de Hagans. Maxey Hagans parece que va a tirar de 3. Lo está consiguiendo.
Finally drives and he breaks the steal, his first 2 of the night.
Well, Days did a really nice job of twisting that ball screen. They thought initially he was going to set it to bring Mays to his left, then he switched to bring him to his right, and that opened up Mays to his left.
Hagans found a lane, and he lays it in. The big body of...
There's a pin down for Maxey. There it is. They got him the shot they wanted, just didn't make it.
Hagans launches a 3, right on line, and he buries it, gives Sestina.
He's with is the defensive effort his team put on in the first half. This is a team that's been giving up 90 points a game over its last 5. Teams have been scoring on LSU at will, and they've just been outscoring folks if they win a game.
Hagans 3, he's open, and he knocks that one down right in front of the bench.
Darius Days. He's only 6'6", but he gets almost 3 offensive boards a game. A big body under the basket. He's got a second, third jump.
Kentucky 4 of 4 from 3 second half, shooting 70% in this half, and now
grimy points today if you're Ole Miss against Kentucky. How they've started the game defensively, they are hot right now, the team in white is. Ashton Hagans setting the tone on the ball.
Step back jumper, Hagans knocks it down.
Right, and just what they did against Vandy in the second half, man, getting Nick Richards going, that was careless.
Hagans bumped by Schuler, takes it all the way to the hole, and he gets it to go. That's through contact.
Kentucky's taken 15 threes in the game, Ravi. Watch out. I've
Maxey,
been ran over before.
Hagans.
Shoot the ball from 3 at a Final Four level. They don't always rebound at a Final Four level. They do block shots. at a Final Four level.
What a block by Nick Richards. It leads to a blow-by Ashton Hagans. What a blow. Lead back up to 8. Lee driving, he had nowhere to go. It's Richards who's on him. And here's Hagans with a flush.
That's 3 or 4 in the first half. You cannot let him trail a play. You have to make him put it on the ground. And Keon Brooks is coming in for Nate Sestina.
He's got 12. He averages just over 6 a game. Hagans wide open to the lane he goes, and this time he gets it to go.
Well, he goes at your chest. Beautiful basketball by Kentucky.
Disu traveled, and they didn't call it, but a turnover. And he's limping, coming back. Hagans, EJ didn't take it. Emmanuel feeling it.
No. You're up 9 on the road. Choke this game away. Use clock.
Hagans with the drive.
Thinks that the Scobie story is one of the best in college basketball, that he has been able to play at such a high level as a mid-year enrollee.
The 3 practices, Bert.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Freshman from Uruguay.
They had to change some things early. Now they're at full speed.
Richards.
Jump hook.
Oh, he gives it up. Quickly threading the needle. Shot clock down to 10. Hagans, nice fake. The zigzag. Get it out, but it's goaltending. That's 9 for Yves Pons, and they have cut Kentucky's lead to 6.
The defense has hurt them, though. Kentucky has found a way, whether it's the ball screen, the stacked rubs like this one.
Trying to penetrate. Rick Barnes' team allows 61.5 per game. Kentucky already has 62. Acrobatic play.
Weekend, so he comes in right now, seeing a big rip.
He had 20 points in that game, and he said all those threes in the second half. He had 16 of those 20 in the second half.
Kentucky in their circle action, letting Tyrese Maxey on that baseline. Got to watch those bigs slip into the rim.
Hagans, the blow by, and the layup.
As confident, right, as we've seen Sestina this year.
That's what Hagans does. Deflected. Maxey running with him. Hagans reverse. Pretty play by
50 points per game. Okoro too short, and down with the rebound is Maxey. Richards changed that, coming over from the weak side to block it. Hagans for 3. And what a start for the guard. The foul will go. He got fouled. Hagans lays it in. Kentucky back on top.
Orange House. Maybe that's just me.
Have you not been to Knoxville?
A couple of times. Disu is short. Richards claims the rebound. I mean, normally it's the white out or the black out. Hagans. How about the quickness? 5 minutes into the game. Well, what's wrong? Well, truth be told, nothing.
Are you saying Kentucky has a rabid fan base?
I'm saying a lot of fans are rabid.
Here's the 2-3 zone. Wings are really high, so free throw line area.
Hagans. Beautiful spin off glass. Give him a chance for new. The tone was there in shoot around this morning.
Yes, it was.
And it's not a shocker. Hagans rattles that one in. That's a low. 9 points for Maxwell Evans. Hagans puts it in, and a chance for 3.
Nick Richards picks up another offensive rebound. He kicks to Johnny Juzang, who's into the game. Look at Richards continue to battle on the glass. Another offensive rebound. Kentucky 7. Hagans to the hole, and Ashton Hagans get by Shannon Jr. It wasn't a bad idea. He missed it. He's only taken 4 3-point field goal attempts in his last 8 games. Wide open layup for Ashton Hagans. John Calipari.
Great, but it's on the trim in SEC games. John Calipari with a lot of pieces that you have to deal with in January, February, into March.
Nick Richards has been outstanding all season long. He's working a 2-man game with Ashton Hagans. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper it goes. And a good start.
Feels like they've just taken that next step.
Happened in the last game, he says. I noticed we became a player-driven team. Hagans with a floater. What a start for the Wildcats.
$1 billion is $2 billion. Man.
That's B-billion.
With a B. There's no place to hide at Kentucky as a player. And Cal is very clear in his recruiting process what he's going to demand and what you'll get out of it. And guys that buy in progress, guys that don't won't. Isolating Hagans in the middle part of the floor to go one-on-one.
Spin move. And an easy bucket for Ashton Hagans. His side.
We have to run back and make sure we match up with the middle man in the zone and continue to crash the boards. We can win this thing.
Well, they already have one marquee win as they just parted the Red Sea for Ashton. Wasn't intended to go off the glass, but does, and his first 2 of the night.
And we know that he is a heated-up type guy. And he can score 9, 10, 11, 12 points faster than anyone in college basketball when he's on. Kentucky better stay in his jersey.
Hagans just pulls his way past Sophia Wheeler. Ball, but Fagan lost it underneath.
Yeah, Kentucky coming quick with a double team on Anthony Edwards when he had it in the middle part of the floor.
Hagans is feeling it.
There's been several times this year when they've got out to double-digit leads and then surrendered them. We talked to Calipari about that today. And back to the player-driven team motto, he said, why are we doing that? That's up to you guys to figure that out. You must hold one another accountable, and just now in the huddle, he reminded them of that. Now it's time for you to finish. Execute, make sure.
Quickly gave him nothing.
Kamara banged into Richards and a turnover. And 2 Kentucky players slow to get back into the offensive side of the floor, Montgomery and Richards.
You can't read where the pass was going to go any better than Hagans just did. Playing out in front of the play as a defensive point guard.
Hagans got 4 steals tonight. Richards 3 blocks in the game. And Hagans just a blow by. Easy play against Hammonds.
Pulling up, and there's a piece on the jump shot by Mason Jones.
Did a great job defensively right there to shut Jones down, but also a great block shot on the interior by Witt. Witt is an old-school player who just knows how to play.
Hagans left alone, and he makes...
Razorback fans, they are excited about this team.
The Hogs are 3 for 3 from behind the arc to start, 4 of 6 overall from the field. Stepping back and connecting from the wing.
It stops. Oh, he had post position inside.
Uzang too strong. The rebound loose. Sestina comes away with it. The extra pass. And now settling it down as quickly.
Uzang getting playing time. See, John Calipari's rewarding somebody that produces. If you produce, John Calipari will play you.
Hagans away from the screen and a beautiful reverse. Hagans both on the floor playing with 4 fouls. And now who runs the show for Kentucky?
It's Mr. Barbie. I think he gave Troes to be a head coach.
Hagans to the goal. Lays it in.
Nice drive by Hagans.
Sure, 3-quarter. We'll see if they put more pressure on it, or is it just more token just to take time off? Active hands, though, by Moss. Quickly still only has those 3 shot attempts.
Hagans, count the best, 5 total, and a whole lot of game to be played and a whole lot of noise being provided here by the Gamecock crowd.
High pick and roll, look for Quickly in the corner. Oh, just finish it.
What a take by Ashton.
Here, Kentucky. You know, one guy trying to block the shot is enough and force him into a tough 2. You overhelp, and it opens up the offensive glass. Hagans with the mid-range jumper. It's the shot Alabama wants Kentucky to take. Eddie, nice little hesitation. Jones cutting, the pass went by him, and it's Hagans in alone. Well, that's just Alabama trying to do too much. In a long, long time, they are down by only 4 points with 7.5 to go. Richards is wide open in the middle of the lane. And Hagans with a chance for 3. Hagans just climbs a great finish. And he is gassed as well. These guys are fighting, man. Alabama just keeps hanging around minute after minute. And I mean, Kentucky needs to keep moving. Woo! Hagans with a 3. The one
got away with a flop.
Loose ball on the floor, quickly picks it up, and now they got themselves 3-on-1. Hagans and the foul as Clark got him.
Who coached Dwayne Wade at Marquette and who coached Victor Oladipo at Indiana? Tom Crean did. That was a major determining factor on why Edwards chose to come to Athens.
Hagans to his left. Oh, what a play by Ashton. Anthony Edwards, and the lead grows with 5 seconds to go.
Caught Kentucky watching the ball.
Hagans a little silencer here, and that will end the half.
Defenders in the country of Trey Jones of Duke and Ashton Hagans of Kentucky, and no surprise that they're two of the best point guards overall. I put Ashton Hagans right in the top 5 among point guards. Nationally, he's just really a good player.
Lays it up and lays it in. Struggled.
St. Joe's, of course, 3-time captain. Unabashed, going to the rim with the big guy.
Over 1,000 points when you add up his points at St. Joe's, and now what he's done here at Louisville.
Where he does a nice job either tailing or going over the top.
Hagans going to try a triple. Got it. Now trying to drive, and Will got a pretty decent shot out of it, but Montgomery will clear off the miss.
And Richards with great footwork and not fouling.
Hagans, little hesitation, and then the scoop shot. For Kentucky. And a steal by Hagans. What a way to top it off for the Wildcats. Working against Maxey, and here's the overthrow by Hagans. That's his game. And the flush.
Boy, that kid can guard.
Rolling. They're pretty good on defense, too. Everybody says it's about Lamar Jackson, but their defense has got some Pro Bowlers over there.
Ooh, the speed.
And one.
How about that? Speed of Young, though, to get himself available, and you're right.
Hagans up and in. What a point lead for Ohio State. That's the first basket for Dwayne Washington Jr. Didn't play in the last 2 games. Had a kind of a rib problem, and they don't really know what it was. And then he had the flu a little bit. And when you sneeze, when you have rib problems, it becomes worse. Trust me.
And you've had it?
I've had it. More than once. 5 to shoot.
Maybe your color analyst back to
Hagans nods in with 1 second to go on the shot clock.
Defense. Collaboration with the offside assistants as well.
Caleb's got 7 in this first half of the 19 points in the front court for Ohio State. Ashton Hagans on the drive. Man, he is tough.
He is tough.
Second most championships ever. This last 10 years under John Calipari has just been spectacular. And all I've heard from you tonight is complaining.
No call as hitcher from Bucknell. And Gotch has it taken away by Hagans, who is as good as anybody in the country at stealing the ball.
Steve Nash or John Stockton.
I haven't heard that one. Here's another steal by Hagans.
You need to get out more.
And Hagans takes it in and finishes. He's done that twice now. I've seen you eat one.
A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. When you have to think to smile, you have to reevaluate your life. Please, tolerance, patience, perspective, and relativity. And offense.
Somehow.
Let it fly.
Hagans knocks down a 3. So Ashton Hagans quickly, they're saying now it's a 2. And another turnover. Hagans slams it home to tie the game.
Missed it earlier. Bubba Parham was here with VMI last year. He's transferred from the Virginia Military Institute. He had 10 threes in that game last season here at Rupp Arena.
Suit. Even us. Why do we have to wear suits?
This is all a ploy to get us to stop wearing suits. I feel. It has nothing to do with the coaches. Hagans a steal, and he launches for the slam. One of the best to break that 10-0 run. Here's the 1-3-1 look. Hagans steps into it, very decisive on the shot. He sinks the 3. And here comes Kentucky. Danger time for Georgia Tech.
I think one of the things you tell a defender is, hey, don't try to use panache here. Just go up and block the shot.
What'd you do at halftime? You're in a mood right now. This is good stuff. Some sass from the illustrator.
There's Hagans in the middle.
Hagans got it for two.
Really smart moves by John Calipari. He's putting in this game.
Asante Price makes it 6 in a row. Hagans overlooking that zone off the spin. Beautifully done by Hagans.
What a beautiful conference. And that's a really difficult slate they're playing again.
Maxey missed the dunk. Hagans thought about the three. Maxey skips it back to the corner. Hagans got it.
This great side-to-side.
29% from three in the 290s nationally entering this game.
Well, Georgia Tech struggles shooting from just about every conceivable part of the court.
Ashton Hagans creating for himself, and it's 5-0.
Well, Josh Pastner is going to have to get a great performance out of Michael DeVoe, their leading scorer. He's averaging over 21 a game. Terrific drive by Ashton Hagans. That's just too easy to be.
Jenkins got caught in a trap. Montgomery had that shot blocked by Williams. Kentucky can reset. Backdoor cut, and Hagans has it off the window. Lone key off the mark that time. I think you and I put on 5.6 pounds each yesterday after our steaks over at Tony's.
And the good thing is they only rate the top 5. They don't go any deeper than that.
That one was on the way down.
B wants to take some air out of the ball and run clock. Mokhtar Gay, a wild shot down the lane. And E.J. Montgomery back in the lineup. Third game back after missing 3 with an injured ankle. Pull-up jump shot. Ashton Hagans, who's been... This is a very important minute 20, to your point in this basketball game. Can Kentucky get some more separation after the first 20, or can UAB hang around? Hagans, we talked about it. He's been stroking it very well. And that
advantage was normally Whitney is going to have it with his size and athleticism. Rick fired up that time by Atwood. Atwood comes in as their leading scorer at 18 a night. Maxey feeds Sestina. Be ready to shoot, move. Hagans lines up a 3 and knocks it down. It's all going well. Who also comes in at 4-1 on the year. There's a steal, scooped up by Hagans. All on Showtime. For a couple of years. I mean, the anchor of that defense and being really to bring him along like he has. That's Coach Cal doesn't have that very often. A guy in the program for a couple of years, especially as key for defense as Nick Richards is. And then you've got 3 valuable sophomores. When you talk about Hagans and Quickly and Montgomery, so they have some guys who have been there before, just playing expanded roles like this guy, Ashton. Now looking a lot more connected on offense and shooting the ball much better. Again, 9 of 20 from 3 tonight. Several players have gotten in on the fun from outside. Of course, you already know these guys can take you off the dribble when you talk about those 3 talented guards. Shot clock down to 3. Hagans gonna launch. Why not? To about 22 feet, the international line. You being a 3-point man back in the day, what do you think?
Well, I think it's good for the game. Kids are shooting from outside, a long ways out. You know, Steph Curry world, all the kids are shooting deep. I don't think it's an effect. I'd move it. You know, a few years, I think they'll go to the NBA line.
Inside, up, and in for
good many places. The fans expect you to walk in and be ready to play at a high level. And they did it the first night out against Michigan State.
I would remind people, Tyler Hero had some learning curve early on as a freshman last year.
Nice.
There's a blow by and a bucket for Ashton Hagans. Slaps that one against the backboard. A runner by Quickly, no. Follow up by Richards, no. There's Sestina. Shot clock resets to 20 this year now on an offensive rebound. Hagans on a pull-up, smooth. 6 points, 2 dives for Sean Queen. It's back to a 1-point game.
Matchup zone defense again. Good pass down low.
And count the basket.
Underneath the arms of the defender.
A challenge pass.
What's easier to catch?
Hagans stops in the lane, draws contact.
Line drives, and Brandon Averett, a transfer from Oklahoma State, as the Wolverines of Utah Valley up.
Just no excuse for that for Kentucky to open this ball game. The lack of urgency off of a missed shot to secure the painted area of the floor.
A
drive and a finish for 8 steals against North Carolina last year.
He's a gambler defender. When he's hot as an on-ball defender, but that was as bad of a breakdown defensively as I've seen this year. Just gave up the elbow. No one was in the gap. Really inexcusable.
Jack Calipari's nearly at midcourt. He's close enough to check into this game. Hagans takes it to the rack.
Another point.
Stolen away by Ashton Hagans. And he jams it home. I've got LSU and Ohio State 1A, 1B.
As of right now.
As of right now, okay. I've got Clemson right behind them, and I've got Georgia at number 4 with Oregon nipping at the heels. I don't think that Alabama's injury. Okay, basketball players, remember this. Remember Cincinnati's team on the board. Kentucky's lead's down to 6 thanks to a 7-0 Wolverines run. Hagans turns the corner, and he finishes around Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And you just kind of feel the Rupp crowd say, are you kidding me? Here we go again.
Hagans turns the corner again.
And with the team in black. John Calipari looked at the clock, thinking about, do I take a timeout? But if he does, that leaves him only with 1 with 6.5 to go. His guys have to play through it right now. Can they figure it out on their own? Good teams do.
Hagans went right into the set.
You know Evansville's going to bleed this clock. Nick Richards back in. Has not done much offensively. Another good drive. That time he finishes. Opened up by Hagans.
As Jamaru Brown takes a seat. Eastern Kentucky knocked off Chattanooga 79-68. They shot 60% in the second half to pull away. Strong move. Courts where they're 0 for 8 to start this game. And a 145-point game last year.
The excitement level's not quite there yet, but it's early. It's early in the season.
Johnny Juzang on the floor. Freshman from California.
What I like is second in tempo, meaning their pace of play, both offensively and defensively, is second in the...
Interject themselves into the game when plays aren't being run for them. What does that mean in your mind? Here's a rip by Hagans and a breakaway.
If you were loose with the ball around that young... Got some guys on the end of that bench that may want to start stretching out. He just gets anywhere he wants. That is an impressive thing.
Here's Johnny Juzang. No numbers. Doesn't matter. Quickly hoists.
Good block out. Maybe it missed over the back. Good block out, buddy.
We got E.J. Montgomery, Nick Richards, and the grad transfer we mentioned, Nate Sestina from Bucknell. And those 3 guys figuring to alternate at the 2 big spots, although they can go small, play small ball 4.
Well, they got some wings that can really play. We're going to see him here tonight. Whitney and Keon Brooks.
This is Whitney with the ball right now, guarded by Rocket Watts, a couple of very talented freshmen. Hagans with 3 on the clock. Floater, yes, and a foul.
You know, last year...
The name, but he's quick. His dad had the nickname Rocket as well. Winston misses the 3, long rebound. Quickly's got it. So we got a Rocket on one side and a Quickly on the other.
And they are quick on the perimeter, Kentucky, I'll tell you that.
Hagans keeping the dribble alive, pulls up for the jumper. How about the confidence for...
Oh, bad pass right there. Bad pass.
Maxey ahead to Hagans.